They want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet. The mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work, no work. Y'all forget I am the leader.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Every election. So now, because they can't beat me, they got to do this smear campaign to convince public opinion that I'm bad for them.
So you said 2 elections. You were first elected in 2021?
No, 2013 was my first election for trustee. I was a trustee. I sat where they are.
Right.
That's why I know the law.
Council.
Yes.
Elected mayor 2021.
Yes.
Terms 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. Plans of running for re-election?
I'm running for both my seats. And I'm going to win them.
So, and when is the election for Thornton Township?
2025.
So those elections at the same time?
They are.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Okay, next.
All right, guys. I can't hesitate for long. We're 55 minutes behind. So I've been keeping my eyes on seeing what the Tiff had in mind and her alleged disclosures. So we're going to start to listen from now, and then we're going to rewind. We're catching this in live time because she said nobody catch her. So let's play this together. You want to hear Tiff? Here she go.
Stop. You're supposed to talk about the streets, the alleys, the sidewalks, the trees, stuff that matters, stuff that governs our town. But you're not doing that. You're talking about mess, and you're talking about hate, and I don't like that. So my job is to keep showing up, keep doing my job, and keep showing the love for my community, but protecting my community. I just want you to understand that after that threat happened, I went to the courthouse. I went to the courthouse the next day. The next day when I went to the courthouse, I was thankful for the FBI reaching out about the threats as it relates to whoever reported it to them. So I thank you for that. And was telling them to basically take all this stuff serious, right? Because everybody just act like I'm just saying things. I don't have to lie about threats. People get mad because I don't show you the threat. For what? Why? Went to the courthouse. When we went to the courthouse, the same fool in the courthouse doing the same thing. So now you get the sheriff and them come and get the food and tell them you can't do that. You shouldn't be doing it. We walking out of the library, the fool literally trying to put on his belt, but got his phone up filming me. If that ain't a threat, I don't know what to tell you. Why are you looking for me? We're in the courthouse. And you just got there, so someone had to call you to tell you to come there. And this is what I keep telling y'all. You're supposed to protect y'all, mayor. Y'all supposed to sit back and watch nutball stuff like this go on as it relates to people being stupid over clicks and views, over want to be popular. Like, stop, guys. This is people lives y'all playing with. So I just want y'all to understand what is going on. Went before the judge. Of course, the judge said continuance until, like I just told y'all about this game, right? Somebody, you were in there about a threat. You're in there about somebody threatening you, claiming they're going to harm you, right? And he continued until January 28th, I believe. But this is what I'm dealing with, these type of things. But yet y'all don't see this and I don't talk about it. I just move on with my life and keep going. But all these things are happening because I won't do what they want. I won't hire who they want. I won't give out contracts. I won't do all these things because I am committed to the people. I'm committed to growth. I'm committed to, hey, I ran the lead. I didn't run to be nobody's puppet. But yet, everybody on the other side, I keep telling you, they are puppets, and the puppet masters is, I always told you, Napoleon, and Thaddeus. Those are the puppet masters, along with the lawyers. I told y'all this over and over again. So until you see it for what it is, stay tuned. Because it's a lot of corruption going on, and it ain't your mayor. It's a lot of theft going on, and it ain't your mayor. It's the people that's pointing the fingers. Them the ones you should be paying attention to. Them the ones you should be checking. Ain't never been corrupt, and I ain't never been a thief, ever. I don't rock like that. I don't play like that. So y'all need to stop and please put some respect on my name because I am boots on the ground. I am in the fire. I am walking it like I talk it. I am doing those things for community because I care. I don't got time for the drama. I just want to see my community better. I just want the Black and brown communities to see their worth and stop allowing people to just give you crumbs. I want better for us. I want better for Thornton Township. I do. And we have to start by starting. But it starts with you, residents. You have to care. So please come out and vote. Election starts February 10th. Is early voting through February 24th. And of course, election day is February 25th. So please come out and vote. I thank y'all for listening. I thank you for being out here. I thank you for everything. Okay. All right, we're going to end this live. And I just want you to know I love you and there's nothing you can do about it. I know I've been here for a while. The next episode, we'll talk about visions, goals, accomplishments, because I got a ton of them that we have done since I've been in office. Streets, alleys, sidewalks, tree trimming, things that people really care about. Thank you so much just for listening to me. I love you. Share the video.
All right, guys. So this is what we're going to do because we got the tail end of this video. So what we're going to wait in is until this video actually re-upload. I mean, I just happened to look. I believe, let's see if this is the beginning and let's play it.
For a while.
I think we need a few minutes for it to process. So we're going to give it a few minutes to process, y'all. And I want to hear her full take on what she has to say. Allegedly, she just giving some receipts today. And you know what we do here. We give unbiased news. We want to hear everybody's side. I want to hear what she got to talk about. She's always talking about she has receipts. Other people are doing what they are accusing her. Again, you know, we only caught the tail end of it. So it can be deemed propaganda until we see exactly what she got to prove. And I'm like I said, I don't see anything as far as Tiffany bringing paperwork. See, that is the issue. So let me see something. It seems like she unblocked me. Yeah, let's play it. And I know people can't stomach it, but even if you can't stomach Tiffany Henyard, all right. Yeah. So we're going to start it from the beginning. And let me say this, even if you can't stomach Tiffany Henyard, it tells me a lot about maturity. We should be able to look at everybody, even if we don't like them, listen to what they're saying, get something from it, and keep it moving. And I'm not saying get something good or bad, because usually when you let people talk, they talk themselves into a hole. That's why I pay attention to everything. And that's why I'm going to, for the next couple of months, make sure that every single person involved in this issue in Dalton and Thornton has some type of airplay here so you guys can get a full perspective. Okay? Y'all already know. I got sad that I got to keep saying Tiffany is not my best friend. But why do GRACELEVI has to say that? Because the tone is set where, oh my God, why would you give them any time on your platform? Because you know why? I want to hear what everybody got to say. I want to find the holes or possibly the links between what we're not hearing. So her ass talked for 59 minutes. Oh my God. We're going to let it play here. Let's go.
How doing? Yeah. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for coming out this afternoon. And thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule just to hear from Supermayor, of course. We're going to talk to you as it relates to a lot of issues that's going on in our city, in our township, and of course, nationally. Today is day one of Tiffany Finally Speaks. Normally, y'all really don't hear me engaging in mess as it relates to Q&As, things of that nature, because I always feel this way. My work speaks for itself. I want people to just judge me on my work and not judge me on hearsay, because this is not high school, but yet and still, we still treat it as though we're in high school. This is not that. Go through my city. Look at my city. Look at the accomplishments that we have created and all the things we have achieved under my leadership. Unfortunately, It's a big smear campaign going on that a lot of people don't understand or see, or a lot of people were so asleep to the fact of how politics work. Politics is hard, and I call it politics because all it is. It's tricking people to believe a narrative, which I feel that's what they have tried to do. And I'm gonna use the word tried because a lot of my people in my community still supports your Supermayor. So I thank you, residents, for believing in me, loving on me, and knowing that this too shall pass. But when it passes, I pray for healing of the village of Dalton. I pray for commitment to growth, commitment to change, because I know change is hard. A lot of people don't like change. A lot of people don't want it, but it's warranted in our day and times. It's just like I always get this example. I'm sure I remember when y'all had that two-way beeper pages. Remember that? The next head of the church. Toot, toot. Remember that? When no matter what we felt and what we thought, we had to adapt to that change. They gave it all to us at one time, which is these touchscreen telephones, and we all had to adapt to the new system. It's the same concept when you want to come and create new, innovative ideas to your community. A lot of people don't understand this. I am a young politician. I'm not older. A lot of older people have older ways, and they're stuck in their ways. The good thing about me is I keep up with technology. I keep up with what's new, what's hot. And that's what I bring to my community. A lot of people don't like how I move. And when I say move, I'm talking about I might come in dancing. I might come in the way I look. And unfortunately, it's not your opinion that matters as it relates to how I look. You should be glad that you have a mayor that looks the part, plays the part, and acts the part. You should be glad you have someone young that's vibrant, relatable to the youth. I am reaching the youth. I am a triple threat, let alone a double down threat. And that's what people don't like. I'm the first African-American female mayor of Dalton. Of course, we had other Black mayors, but I'm saying I'm the first female and the youngest. I am also the first female and youngest and Black for the largest township in the state of Illinois. That's what this is really all about. And that's why I said truth will prevail. Truth Speaks. It's coming soon. And I will be doing a whole platform literally almost every day, let alone every other day. And this is day one of Truth Speaks. This is my intro to Truth Speaks. This is me telling you how we started, what's going on in our community, how we're going to fix it, and what's next for your Supermayor. Because unfortunately, I don't know, the news, y'all just love me. I love y'all too, to a certain extent. But I'm saying this is truly news you can use. And I want y'all to go take that to the bank. Go tell that. Because y'all film things and y'all chop it all up, and I don't appreciate that. I hate the fact that when we give you a statement, it's always cut up. I hate the fact that when we give an interview or a resident that you might interview when you come around, you chop it up, or you don't show or display that resident that truly care about their community and truly got facts versus fiction as it relates to what has been done in their community. You don't play that. Residents, I challenge you today to go fact check everything you hear, everything you see. And I say on both sides, I'm very honest when it comes to that, because I stand on what I say and I mean what I say. And I want you to check it and not necessarily just believe myself or believe others. Go and research it. And how you do that, right? That's the question. You FOIA the information. So when people say, hey, the mayor raised your property taxes, guess what? I don't vote for property taxes. You can go check it, go FOIA it. I even made a video for the village of Dalton to show you who raised your property taxes, how it got raised. It's a tax levy that basically they vote on. And it tells you everybody that voted yes, everybody that voted no, and anybody that wasn't there. And that's how you fact check information before you tend to believe it, because everybody got a hate page or a hate group that's going around against one individual. It's sad. And it's sad because I do believe that hate is taught. I do. I don't believe it's none that you're born with. I think that people teach each other to hate one another. And you have haters too, whether it's in your work profession, whether it's in a church, whether it's at schools. Everybody got somebody that don't like them or like how they do something. But it's up to you to live in your moment, live in your truth. Don't let nobody change who you are as a person. Don't let anybody tell you how you should walk or talk. Because at the end of the day, you are who you are. Look at the president. Donald Trump is the president of the United States, despite how we feel about it. Whether it was good, bad, or indifferent, he is our president. And that's all I'm telling you. I'm going to come in on a landslide. And when I do, make sure y'all in the rooms go tell that. Because the lies that you have told is so heartbreaking that you guys have put me in a predicament where you get people attacked. People coming to my home. We're going to discuss all these things that you've been seeing. And it's sad because you are people and you should have a problem with things like that because now you're going beyond politics. You're going beyond who I am. I am a public official, and I hate using that word because I am a servant to the people, but that's who I am. So attack my family, my loved ones. Come on, y'all, stop. And you guys have seen it. So I'm going to start with this. I'm going to allow the people that I am running with to say a couple words to you guys so you can know the faces and you can ask them questions if you like as relates to what they're going to bring different to Dalton. To my right, I have Tanika Hughes. She is running for clerk because that department needs a ton of work. When you guys send FOIAs, again, another thing I get blamed for, I'm not the FOIA officer. They want me to be over everything. I get blamed for anything. The cat ran across the street, it's Tiffany fault. The people sitting outside, it's Tiffany fault. No. I am not over that. I govern the town. That is my responsibility. But I'm going to educate you on what a mayor does, what a trustee does, what a clerk does. Because right now, they got so many misleading informations or things out there that people don't understand. And that's why I said, check it. And that way you will know the truth for yourself instead of what somebody told you. And also Tanika Hughes, she's the director/manager, all in all, over the GA department in Thornton Township. That's where you go to get help at with your LIHEAP, your CETA. We also help with your water bills, your mortgage, your rent, and also help you bury loved ones. These are the things that the fake news should use to educate the public on the resources, because you could be struggling with one of those things and you don't even know that you could go to Thornton Township and get help. Whereas we have over $4 million surplus in her department, that's the GA department. We got over $9 million total with GA in the general fund as well. But these are things they should be advertising instead of talking about a person. But understand this, news is fake because they have to use things to draw you in. And right now they got commercials about me. I ain't never seen no mess like this ever in my life. It's other places that have mayors, board members, whether they're trustees or aldermen or committee members that they have problems with, but the news don't play that. They just playing Tiffany Henyard. So you should always ask yourself, why? Why don't they show the good that I do? Why don't they show you the things that when the kids know who the mayor is of that city, where the kids know who the supervisor is of that township? When you go into other towns or villages or cities, no one even knows who that mayor is, let alone the governor is. So all I'm saying to you guys is educate yourselves, and that's why I would say, let me educate you. If people take it the wrong way, get offended by it, only people that don't know get offended by it. The people that know and understand or didn't know what was going on, they say, oh, okay, I didn't know that. I learned something today, and that's just what it is. My girl is running for trustee here in our village. We need a new face in the place, and we need something different. And I pray that you give everybody the opportunity to be heard. I pray you give people the opportunity to serve you and not just go with the same old mess. Because if you never change, nothing will change in your life until you make that change. And I urge everybody to get out and vote. I want that movement to be big because the numbers are really low in the village of Dalton, let alone everywhere. People just don't want to vote. But yet everybody got an opinion about politics, right? You got an opinion about the people that's in office, but yet you won't go voice your opinion to vote them out of office. And I ask you to do that because right now, people have been gridlocking my government, gridlocking process and progress for you residents, services for you residents. And then I always show you who did it. But yet I don't hear your voices. I don't hear you speaking up for who did what to you. So I'm urging you to get more involved. I'm urging you to stop with the tunnel vision of going from A to B, which is home to work, grocery store to home. I'm urging you to get more involved with your government. Understand this, there are several different bodies of government in your village or your city. You have park, library, school board, you have all these other entities that take from your tax base. And that's something, a segment I did while I was trying to teach people how to read their tax bill and who takes what portion of their tax money. Something that I'm trying to do, something that I'm trying to do is, thank you so much, is excuse me, is basically give you a tax refund for the portion for Thornton Township. The tax refund is 100%. Understand this. We at Thornton Township only utilize 5 cents per dollar of your tax money. That's it. So if you look at your tax bill, it might say Thornton Township, $53. Thornton Township, $102. It's that small. The bulk of your taxes come from your city or your village. That's how it works. And a lot of people don't understand that or know that. So that's what I mean by I'm going to go through a cycle of day 1, day 2, day 3, so I can go over each segment and educate you on how it works. And then you can ask questions. So I'm going to set something up where I'm going to put, okay, the topic for tomorrow will be taxes, property taxes. And then you can put your questions down in my feed and we will answer them. And the way I would do it is exactly how you see me doing it now. I am on live as well as there's people in the room, and I will answer those questions. And if I don't know the answer, I will get the answer to you. I just want you to know that now that I have the nation's attention, I want to educate the nation, because it's been too many times that fake politicians have been using your inability to get the knowledge, to get the information, or thinking that you're naive to the fact that you didn't know, and then you vote blindly. I want to stop that. And that's more of the reason why I'm being attacked. I am telling you guys too much information that's helping you pick better people. Understand that your food is poison. I don't care what nobody say. I just don't think that they put the proper things in the food stuff. And when I say poison, because people take things around with it, I'm saying all the pesticides, all the things that's on your food. So you should kind of look at that. And that's another segment, because I stray a lot. That's another segment that I'm going to talk about is your food. I think that you guys should just prepare for life a little different. And whatever you want to eat, you eat. Some people are vegetarians, some people are not. I just want you to know that knowledge is power. I don't care what anybody say. When you know better, you do better. But somebody has to be willing to give you the information, and you have to be willing to listen. Because half the time I have hecklers, I have people that want to overtalk me when I'm trying to give the knowledge. But a lot of people have come up to me after meetings, whether it's on social media or anything, and say, thank you for that, because I didn't know. And now, Tiffany, I can apply that to my city that I live in. I have people that from all over that support me, and I thank them for that, because they didn't know half the things that I'm teaching right now. And like I said, people don't want you to tell what they've been doing. And that's kind of why I say truth speaks. So all I'm going to do is lay it on the table. You can either use it or you can let them abuse it. But I pray that you do use it, because I want my people to be better, because for lack of knowledge, our people will perish. And I do not want that for the Black and brown communities.
I got to take a break 1 second. Excuse me. Okay, because we got this on recording. What does she teach? What is she talking about? Oh, all the things that she's been teaching. People have been coming to her saying they've been learning from their community. What has she? Please tell me. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all know it takes a lot for me to do this, so I'm doing it. Okay, I'm giving the full video, but there's a lot of gaslighting. So you see me, I keep putting on the screen where the receipts. I'm not trying to ignore y'all. You know, get y'all aggy, but I'm waiting for the receipts myself. Let's finish play this, because I can't even be quiet. Let's go.
Especially because they always say this about us. If we put it in the book, they will never find it. But guess what? This sister reads, and this is why I'm able to educate my people on facts versus fiction and give you data that you can take to the bank and say, hey, this the truth right here is in black and white, because black and white don't lie. They always say men lie, women lie, but numbers don't. And that's kind of where we are. And then we're going to talk about the finances. We're going to talk about everything, but each segment will be different, and it will be geared towards facts. Not just hearsay, because when I speak, I don't like to get up and just talk about nothing. I hate when people do that, or they just throw a lie to you and then you run with it. At least go fact check it. But some people into that gossip and that mess. And that's why you are where you are in your life, nowhere. So please try to change that in 2025 and fix it so we can do better with growth. So now I'm going to let you hear from Tanika. Tanika is running for clerk.
Okay, we're going to listen to Tanika, but before we move on to Tanika, y'all remember we already went over this 100% tax credit thing, and my favorite resident gave us the proof. We already know it's not her idea. This was being done by Mr. I'm about to call him Zuckerberg, but Zimmerman. Please make sure I'm saying his name correctly, but her predecessor, okay? And we already know exactly what is documented here. that you're not going to give us so much money. So if you didn't see that video, we'll put the link at the bottom. Let's finish listening because I'm still waiting for receipts. But let's see who's running with her. Let's see how they talk. Let's read their aura. We already know what we're going to expect because birds of a feather flock together.
Here in the village of Dalton, so we're going to let you hear from her.
I got glare. I'm sorry, y'all. Good afternoon, everyone. And good afternoon to the live media people watching through Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and all the others, internet based. Let me give a little information about myself. I've been a resident of Dalton for almost 40 years. I watched Dalton change and grow and change and grow. I remember when I got here that there was not an African-American mayor to stalk out here. And then after that, things have changed. I remember when I live across the street from a school, and I remember when the school was so quiet, you didn't hear any.
Miss Sharp. Okay, Zuccarelli. I just forgot his name. I always mix it up with Zimmerman and Zuckerberg. I know I remember Zimmerman and Zuckerberg. So Zuccarelli, I will not forget it, okay? It's a memory thing. I love you, Miss Sharp. All right, let's go. Zuccarelli.
Everybody coming or going. And then as the time has gone on, you're starting to hear people make noises and get involved, and the children having fun. Because I didn't know if the kids had fun, and my brothers and sisters went to the school. I was like, do y'all make noises? Yeah. I was like, I can't hear, but now you can hear the liveliness of our young people throughout our community. And that adds more to the parks being used, the library being used, as well as the things that Mayor Henyard has brought to them with the skating rink, as well as the basketball hoops. My job, I ran for clerk. For those who don't know, in 2016, I ran for clerk and lost by about 120 votes. That was a little disheartening, but as time has went on, I've watched the town slowly. The clerk's office start putting information on the website. They started doing things a little different. In 2021, I declined the opportunity to run again for other reasons. And then when Mayor Henyard asked me to, would I like to do it again? I said, I actually went to her first and said, in 2025, I'm running with you for clerk. And when she said, she reminded me nicely that I made that declaration. So I said, okay, I'm going to do it. And I'm glad I did because I've seen what is going on. Our community, one of my things when I said in 16 I wanted to do is be transparent. You have to stay neutral as the clerk. Amen. Your job is to record the record of any meeting, be it trustees meeting, be it whatever meeting that's going on in the village. You're supposed to record that. You're supposed to go there, sit down, record it, be video or be audio, take minutes or whatever. You're supposed to be there as a neutral party. I think we have taken away from what we're supposed to be doing. If you come there and ask for minutes of any meeting, be it video or audio, we should be able to give you that information. That's public information. It should also be posted on your websites or on the village website, or even in the online where you can hit the number, whatever meeting that is, and pull it up. I think we haven't gotten there all the way there yet. We haven't. Some of the things over the years the clerk department used to be in charge of. They used to be in charge of your stickers. They used to be in charge of your water bill. They used to be in charge of your...
Well, you see where this is headed. It seems like she's trying to throw shots fired at the clerk because there hasn't been minutes posted on the website. So let's just listen, because I'm like, here we go.
Getting your permits to do work on your homes. But as years on, certain mayors have dished out that to make it in a separate department. Some things went under the mayor, some things went to a building and planning department. So I kind of want to unify us all together. That's what I would like to do. But I understand at the end of the day, the mayor makes that call. But I would like us to be unified so that if they come to my department and say, how many permits was handed out? I don't want to have to call the building permit and say, how many building permits did y'all hand out? I should be able to say, we handed out 375 building permits like you all were doing in your reports that Mr. Moore or Ms. Austin was given at one time. Those things should be public information along in the clerk's office as well. We have a lot of changes we would like to do as a group, the vision that the mayor has and the vision that each trustees and myself want to come together and give to you, the residents. The hardest part about that is people sometimes say, well, my vision is more important than yours. No, it's not. We are a team. All our visions are very important.
Add this, this could be on playback. Now, y'all remember Tiffany kept saying, it's my vision. It's my vision. And y'all supposed to make my vision happen. So this young lady is either spiritually blinded or she's about to get the karma that she needs, because what she's saying is not aligned with what Henyard showed. It was never us. It was me, mine. Okay, I'm talking to this lady. Let's finish play because this is cat.
And what we do to do that, we have to come to the table, sit down and have real dialogue. That's why we're having this conversation with you today. Good, better, and different. We sometimes may not like some of the things, but I'll give you this one. But the next time I have something, I want you to give that to me. And that's negotiation. That's working it out, because we might need to work on a plan for the mayor right at that moment. Down the road, we may need to do something that the trustees want to do. And down the road from there may be my opportunities for our department to do something. All I want to do is bring back unity in our community. That's all. I want us to be the example that, since the world is looking at us, let's be the example that the world said, wow, they're doing something. They're accomplishing something. Not just for negativity, but for unity. Bringing us together. We could change so many things. We could be sitting in positions for years, but at the same time growing in those positions for years. Everybody in this room got an idea. Everybody online got an idea how to do something, when to do it. But we got to come together to the table. Bring your ideas. We bring our ideas. We work it out together. I believe Mayor Henyard has some great ideas. We've already seen some of them come to pass. And then can you imagine how many more ideas she has for the future? So our opportunity should be given to all of us to help.
Just pause. This is where you get gaslighted, because where are the opportunities? If she's really trying to pitch her shot, she should say, hey, this is what Henyard did. She did this, she did that. This was an amazing idea. The only big idea that I seen Henyard had that was like, the block by block. And that was pretty disgusting. And I think it would have locked out a lot of investors, put a lot of pressure on homeowners. And it would have made money for the municipality, but it would have put stress. So that wasn't the best idea. So when you hear it, just hear what was not being said too. Because I was waiting for the good ideas, but she moved on real quick.
Help make Dalton better and move forward. And I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
I knew she wasn't gonna say nothing. You're waving. Now she looked at the camera. Look. Oh look, hold on. What did you say? She couldn't even look at the daggone camera, Mr. Duncan. Yep. And she looked away. Bye. Let's play it.
All right. Next we have Miss Linda Terrell. She's running for a trustee. Go ahead, Miss Linda.
Hi. Most of you people here probably know me already. My name's Linda Terrell, and I work for the Senior Transportation Department at Thornton Township. I'm a people person, and I'm not about a lot of messiness and things of that nature. And the thing is, if elected, I'm clearly all about the people only. I'm not going to get involved in any messiness. I think what's going on now is horrendous with the township and with Dalton. People we all have to come together and communicate as one. Sitting on the board as a trustee, you can be assured that I'm not going to be involved in it. So, most of you know me from the transportation department. Does anybody in here use our service first of all, in the transportation department. No. Okay. I have so much to say, so many things to say, and I really don't. Just selected me as a trustee to run for trustee of the Village of Dalton. Does anybody have any questions? First of all, I should say, if any questions, go ahead, please. It's okay. Right.
I agree.
Right.
I agree.
I think we're all better together, you know. Sitting on the board as trustee, that's one of the things I would push for, us being together as one unit. You know, we are better together, and we should look out for the people of the town. That's what it's all about, keeping them safe and healthy, you know. So
Listen,
that's basically.
oh baby, you are on it like kryptonite, and I totally agree with you, Norm. First and foremost, she said, I got so much to say, and yeah, and I got so much to say, and then it can't say it, but then you got any questions? How are you just gonna start asking you questions? Who are you? What do you bring to the table? I won't say anything. I don't want none of the drama. Okay, so you seen what has been going on. What would you do different that you did not like, or you know something that needs to be done? Oh, Norm, thank you. I'm trying here, guys, but let's listen.
Basically what it's all about. I don't know where all of this, the problem came. There was a breakdown in communication somewhere. When you start seeing those cracks, you have to patch them, because it can get out of control, and Widget has gotten out of control now, and this is what has happened.
Let me educate her and not y'all. Y'all already know what happened. The crack started right at the beginning, at the inauguration and the 4th of July ceremony, where Tiffany promised that businesses were going to be donating money, $5,000 a piece, and all the trustees had to do was give $5,000. Next meeting happened, nobody donated, but she asked for the trustees to cut a check. So please, if you don't know where the breakdown started, this is exactly where it started. Highlighting that I believe, and you know, sometimes I make mistakes. Yeah, I get on my butt, but that inauguration cost them more than $30,000 on the back of the people. So I just wanted to tell her that, because people who would just listen to this just run straight through and don't realize what has happened, then it'll end up maybe captivating somebody. But you know, here we're gonna fill in the holes. Like, wait, something is missing. Okay, I think I know this story like the back of my hand. Let's run it, ma'am, with these bug eyes. I'm gonna keep your comment up there until this lady get off screen, because she trying it. I tried though. We tried to listen though over here. We tried.
You know, and I urge anybody that's listening to all of these problems and all of this mess, listen carefully and fact check it. And you have to, it's critical listening. That's what it is. You have to pull back that propaganda and really listen to what they're saying, because most of it is not true. You know, I listen to it, I'm like, well, that's not true. That's a play on words. They twist things. But if you're just listening to the propaganda people spreading all of this stuff, you know, you're gonna believe what you hear. You're gonna believe what's on the news. But when they say something on the news, go fact check it. Go ahead, please.
I have a question. Online, it's been theories of the buses being in Indiana and stuff. Can you clarify that you take the seniors sometimes to the dialysis on the border? It's on your website. Can you clarify that?
Yes, we do. We do. There's one place we go to in Indiana, Hammond, Indiana, and that's to DeVita.
Yeah.
So that's one.
I want to mute right here. You know, y'all hear these questions. You know, I love the lady, the fact that she asked the questions, but you know she's from Indiana, right? And she asking, does the buses go to Indiana? And she talking about dialysis. So in my head, I'm kind of like putting 2 and 2 together. She may need transportation, and she want to hit Tiffany up. I don't know, but this don't sound like a resident from Thornton or Dalton. Tell me what you think. But we're going to keep listening. We're going to let the transportation lady ask transportation questions instead of talk about what she want to do as a trustee. We're going to use our time wisely.
Our exceptions, but for the most part, we transport people within the township. There's 5 exceptions. There's one over in Monster, Indiana. We take them to community hospital. And there's another place, Franciscan Clinic over there in Monster, Indiana. We go over there as well. South Suburban Hospital, we go there. They're not in Thornton Township, but we also take them there too. Yeah.
Monster, Indiana. You know that ring bells for me. You go there? Let's listen. Rest in peace, Alexis.
I'm all done.
Wow, that was amazing. Everybody clap your hands for her. I done forgot her name. Y'all know I'm bad with names. Tell me her name. She didn't give me any substance or anything for me to remember her name. So I'm going to just keep it moving.
I just want to say, may God's will be done as it is in heaven, as it is on earth, as it is in heaven, as it is on earth.
Oh,
did I get that wrong? I turned it wrong. Did I turn it around? So you know what? We have to bring. You know what? We have to bring. You know what? We need to bring prayer in Dalton because there's a demonic spirit over Dalton. I have never seen anything like this in.
I told y'all. See, she know what I'm talking about. Even though this lady ain't making no substance. Told y'all it's a demonic spirit over Dalton. And here go Tiffany eyes like, shut the hell up. I'm the one that made it rain the day of Clean House 2025 opening. Around find out. I'm not the only one. Never met these people. Listen, y'all. Prayer works. Let's listen. Ugh. But you gotta be praying to the right God. Look at Tiffany.
My life, and no matter how much you try and explain yourself, or explain the situation, it never changed. She's been explaining herself forever. She's been telling you, well, this is not true. This is not true. And no matter what she says, nobody's listening. And I do I look for the research. I'm like, she's right. She's telling the truth. Why aren't they listening to her? So the only thing I can tell you is just to fact check everything that you hear and pass it on. If you hear somebody saying things that are not true, ask them the question. Where did you find this information out?
Sure.
Check it out.
Don't ask GRACELEVI. I'm gonna tell you where I got it.
Because it really isn't true. So I'm hoping and I'm praying and I'm pushing and I'm fighting to get on board. And if I do, it's going to be about the people. It's not going to be about this messiness, And I believe in unity, bringing both parties together. That's what I call them, parties, because they're divided. Because we have to do it, and we have to bring unity to the community. If we want to be respected on the outside, it's about us together and having community pride. That's what we need, community pride. Don't you want to feel good about where you live? And we're all divided. We're all on the news and everything's, the propaganda, it's ridiculous. So I'm hoping that we can move forward so that Mayor Henyard can continue her work. And I have those same visions she has. And I'm sure when people leave here today, I'm hoping that you would do some fact checking and pass it on. We need to create our own propaganda, but with the truth.
Wow. You heard what she said? Wow. We need to create our own propaganda with the truth. Propaganda is not the truth. So you can't even use them in conjunction. And please get to it. I'm gonna kind of make this play faster since it's the replay because this is too much for my soul today. But I just wanted to play it for you guys because Tiffany is on the go. She out there thinking she running her mouth but not saying anything. And I'm gonna give her the platform for today. But if nothing come out of this, we ain't watching no whole live thing of Tiffany ever again like this. Okay, I'm just letting y'all know because this is a waste of our life.
The truth. Spread the truth.
All right. Thank you.
All
right, guys. That was Miss Linda Terrell. She is running for trustee here in the village of Dalton. And just to the question that the young lady asked about where our buses go, that's why you don't hear us entertain everything somebody say because they don't know the truth. And I'm glad she cleared that up. So where our buses go. Why you care for our buses in Indiana? What they have to do with you on the outside? all what matters is that we help a resident go and get dialysis or get chemo
You know why they care? Because you have no insurance.
radiation. Whatever they was going for is what matters. But yet we so caught up in the moment of they over here, they doing this. Look what they come on, y'all. We can't keep answering every little detail because somebody said it about us, because we will be part of the mess. And that's what we're trying to stay away from. Couple things that I just want to talk about. How do we get started, right? A lot of people don't understand how this whole thing came to be what it is. So I'm going to take about 5-10 minutes. I think I got 10 minutes left to just go through that, because I'm going to do an intro today. Of course, each step.
That's a lie. She said 5-10 minutes, y'all, and we had 29 minutes. It's 59 minutes left. So buckle up. Okay, let's go.
Like I just stated, I reiterated, we're going to talk each day about one topic, and I'll try to stay on a topic because I could keep going to so many things because there's so much to tell you, but I want to stick to the plan. So today is strictly the intro of who is Tiffany Henyard? How did I become the person I am today? So how did I start? I ran for trustee in 2013. 2013, I became the youngest trustee for the village of Dalton. I am...
Okay, guys, now I just need y'all to do me a favor. We're going to let this run, but I just need y'all to hit the like button. I know y'all don't like Tiffany, but I'm not Tiffany, okay? So just hit me up, please, okay? Please hit the like button.
Well, no, I sat there for 8 years. I'll say that. I ran in 2013. I had to rerun again in 2017, and then I won again. And that's what Tanika Hughes, our future clerk, was stating to you. She ran on a ticket with us along with a couple other people that wanted to run for office. Stan, he ran for mayor. Unfortunately, my entire ticket lost. The only person that was left standing was who you see today, your Supermayor. I was the only one that won off the ticket in 2017. So I knew right then and there I had to go in and fight because I was the lone wolf on the board. Over the years, I went back and forth over truth, like meaning telling them y'all wrong, this is how it go, here's the facts. And of course, I lost the battle as it relates to the debate on the board with board members because they had majority rules. They voted for whatever they wanted, but I just always stated whatever it was that I thought it was that should have been done for the record. So if you go check the minutes, you'll see. But I've always been a person that you see today, which is the fighter in me. And that's what I want you to see and not think that, hey, she's just doing this. I've always been the same spunky person that I was always outspoken and always fought for the people. And I got coined the people's trustee. Therefore, me and that mayor went back and forth. He came for me as it relates to my seat. He tried to do a recall as well. That's the stuff that people don't know. That's why I say go fact check stuff. And then he lost. He tried to recall me, Stan, and also Robert Hunt. He was not successful, right? So all my life I had to fight, right? So basically, that was 2013 to 2017 to 2021. As that mayor fought with me and tried to come for my seat, I then said, you know what? I'm going to run for your seat. So I ran for mayor in 2021. The whole community was behind me because everybody always knew me. I've been on the board for 8 years. Okay. So a lot of people don't understand that my community know who Tiffany Henyard is. I'm vested in our community. I grew up in the village of Dawson. That's why you see me fight so hard for it. Remind you, let me just put this out because everybody like to talk about my money. We only make $50,000 for those that don't understand how this game goes. As a trustee, we make half of that. $25,000 is what I made from 2013 to 2021. 2021, I became your mayor. Our salary is only $50K. Make more than that in my business. Just want to put that out there for those that hate on me in money. It's not about money for me. It's about the commitment to want change in my community that I grew up in. Because when I came here, we had Ponderosa, Red Lobster, White Hentry, that's it. We had all those things, and we had the Pancake House. We had all those things down Sibley, and it was majority white. Everybody on my block was white. My friends was white. I'm just giving you this information because this is the part y'all all missing. It was not black. It became black, like she stated, when Shaw and them came. That was the other mayors. A lot of people don't know Dalton's history. Learn the history before you start judging what people are saying because you don't know what the person been through. Just like when you go somewhere, you like people see your story, but they don't know your history, right? So once you learn the history, now you can better judge a person, which shouldn't be judging nobody, but people judge people. So that's how that little bit happened. 2013, trustee. 2017, trustee. 2021, I became the first female youngest mayor for the village of Dalton. Never in my life did I think that I was going to go through this much scrutiny over control, over power, just so you understand the why and what it's about. Never in my life would I would have thought that my board that I have currently now was false. Never would I have thought when I became your mayor in 2021, going in 1 week, 2 weeks, a month, would I be facing another recall? Because that's what my board did to me. Y'all asked me what happened. 2021, I was facing another recall that I just told you the previous mayor tried to recall me. And then now I'm going in with people that ran on my back, on my ticket, my coattail, right, to get in office, that I got over the hump. They would never won without me. I'm letting you know that now. Go check the history. But that's another segment because I'm going to go through each one, and I'm going to show you that they always been bums looking for crumbs. I'm going to let you know. This is what it is. So I'm going to tell the truth and shame the devil. That's what you're going to get today. So
I just gotta add, this is something she usually say, and that's why I was like, okay, this is gonna be different. We about to see some stuff pop on the screen. We about to see the paperwork. But again, she said we're gonna bring that in the next episode. So I guess we're gonna hear a whole lot of talking again. I really wanted to see some paperwork, but we're gonna let her finish, okay?
So as we go through these motions, I just want you to fact check. And I'm gonna put up the receipts because y'all was talking about my receipts. I'm gonna put up the receipts to show you what it is. So if that wasn't the case, the people that jumped ship from another mayor would have stayed with that mayor if that person thought that mayor was going to win. Obviously, they didn't, so they came with your supermayor. So I carried everybody on my back. Y'all know I'm tired, my back caving in, you know, a lot of weight, carried it, and I made it, right? So when I made it in 2021, they already had a plan for me. Little did I know. And that plan was to recall me from office. We went to court, literally the first.
So I gotta add, because my people understand this, but some people don't. At this point where she said, okay, I got in, I brought them in on my ticket, I carried them, and then they try to recall me. What's missing is the why. And then she just move on. The why. Okay, but I'm not gonna go into that, but let's just go.
First one in. I ain't even get to see they get warm yet. The judge said, what did she do? Why y'all in here? Already, right now, recall her? What did she do? Did she do something malice? What did she do? You know, they said, no, nothing. No. Why you in here?
I gotta say something on this. This is a lie. The judge did not say that. Basically, it was a technicality in the way it was written up. And the judges said something to the nature is that the way it was written up was so complicated in the manner that allegedly that the residents wouldn't know what they were signing. And it was something to that nature. It was a technicality. And it was not the judge saying what she's saying according to my research. But you guys can do your research. Maybe it's something different, but that's not the truth. That's cat. That's cat.
The judge denied. Bam. Right? Next thing I know, they go appeal it. Now, that judge already said, no, you cannot recall Tiffany Henyard. We go to court again. Now, this y'all tax money, right? They keep saying who doing what. I'm telling you, if you just listen, who's doing what, who's spending your money. It's not Tiffany Henyard. We go to appellate court. Now, this still costs. Now, remind you, the only person that's making money off of us being in Dalton residents is the attorneys. That's it. And that's another segment I'm going to have about all these attorneys that's coming in here, making money and running to their good, nice neighborhoods, right? Okay. Go to appellate court. Same situation. Why you in here? Why you trying to recall her? All these things. Now, remind you, I ain't done nothing. But I'm facing this recall because somebody said something, put it on paper, filed it. So you got to still fight against what somebody said.
I have to explain this to you. So she's about to tell you the appellate court said the same thing. Why did you do this? Da, 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 da. But what actually happened is that when you appeal something and you take it to the appellate court, it's basically everything that was in that argument. Now, in the midst of the argument in the trial, I would assume that the lawyers for the trustees did not know that the judge would interpret this as this type of error. So they never argued this, like highlighted or anything, or add any extra arguments. that I would assume, because when it goes to appellate, you can't add anything else to the court case. The appellate judge see everything that has happened and weigh it against the Constitution, against administrative actions. There's something that the judge did was incorrect, and then they weigh it and see if they're going to overturn it or send it back down to the courts. So please don't let her lie to you. So if the appellate judge actually went with it, it was because that technicality was something that the appellate judge could say it is true. Now, I don't know why they didn't bring it back down to the lower courts, but that is just my synopsis as a researcher. I'm not a lawyer, but don't let her fool you. You could go research that yourself.
Denied. Okay. I'm like, yeah, okay, let's go. Here we go. Let's go try to do my job. Go to the Supreme Court. This is how they wasting y'all money. This is what I'm saying. Illinois Supreme Court, right? This is what I'm fighting with. I just got in office, and I'm fighting with the board that I just brought into office. Them snakes, them devils, the ones that's really corrupt. But don't worry, in due time, I'm going to show you. Because I'm going to lay the breadcrumbs out and show you, because paper is believing, right? Go to the Supreme Court. Get before the Supreme Court. Supreme Court say, why she in here? Same stuff, same story. And they got transcripts on everything I'm talking about. I ain't done anything. Y'all already recalling me. I just got in office. I ain't get to breathe. I ain't get to say I want to build this. I want to create this. Nothing, because I'm fighting with the board that I just fought in office. Guess what they do? Denied. So here I am today as your mayor. I'm going through all these court proceedings, still loving on the people, still holding my head high, still smiling, still coming out there dancing with y'all. But I'm going through all.
Let's stop right here, because according to my memory, at this time when this was happening, I'm just trying to remember, Tiffany was not doing anything. We already had the 4th of July. We had the inauguration. But then what I noticed was that the trustees started feeling bombarded by these different invoices that they never even had any. Tell me what it is. But basically, they did not get these contracts presented to them before they got a bill for them. And that's what started the mayhem to heighten. So she's saying she ain't doing nothing. I didn't even get a chance to implement anything. And this was prior to block by block, but this was what was causing the issues in her lives. And then within that time frame, she started to wonder what was going on. Oh man, I got a photogenic memory. Y'all was still online. She started blocking the residents out from talking in the bottom of the video. That became an issue, because I remember Edward Steve got on her about that, and that was like lights out. She started going after him about that, and then she started having a little bit of these tyrannical type of ideas, such as the protesting idea happened, and I'm going to stop right there. The protesting idea happened where she wanted to have ordinance where they will have to get a permit, and these had to be approved by a certain time, and the trustees did not feel like it was lawful. They went back and forth with her, and that was around the time of Alexis killing, because that's when she needed more security. She started spending more money on security, more invoices. They're noticing that the police was escorting her around and all of that. Okay. And tell me if I'm correct or I'm not. I know that I'm a Dalton resident in Thornton, and I love you guys. She's not going to lie. This is what I do in court. Let's go.
On this scrutiny in the process. So when they lost court, guess what they did next? Went and took me off the bank account. Went in the bank. This is that clerk that's currently.
So I'm at the right spot, right? I'm at the right spot. And then I filled it in, and she said, then they took me off the bank account. Why?
Now the clerk and that wannabe mayor, who's a trustee now. Them two went into a bank and removed your mayor from the village's bank account, where it's millions of dollars, right? But this ain't what they ain't telling y'all none of this, right? They leaving all these facts out. Ain't over no bank account. I ain't on nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Guess who signed the checks?
Oh, thank you. Right on time. You must be psychic like me, Norm. Let me let her talk.
That trustee, that clerk.
Yeah, they started to have to do that. They blocked you off because you were spending and doing so much. And you had over 500 checks sitting on your desk that Lori Lightfoot and all of them found because you were picking and choosing what checks went out because they had authority after a while. Am I correct, Norm? Thank you for bringing that up. You are so like, your intuition is on point. This lady is Cap.
But they tell y'all none of that, right?
Mm.
I got the checks. I'm going to show it off. All this going on, but no one wants the facts. The news not putting the facts out. So I'm going back and forth in court fighting with them. And you know, one thing I don't care. I understand you got to go through the process and all that, but the system needs to be fixed. The system is broken. I don't care what nobody say. Broken. They take you through all these games.
You broken, Tiffany. You are broken.
Because it's all about money. Okay. You come in, you sue somebody, now you got to respond. Then that person got to ask for a lawyer. Then now they give you a 30-day extension. Then you got to go and you get time to respond to them. Now that's another 20 days. Then after that, come back, then you get to respond. That's another 30 days. Just the game of the court system that I do not like.
She did not mention how she took the trustees right away to see what was being spent. She didn't mention that at all.
So it's like kick the can down the road, and that's what's been happening, right? I dealt with that for almost a year, trying to get back onto the bank account. Then election came up.
They said, the trustees said, if I can't see what's going on, you ain't going to be on a bank account. I think that's what had happened. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Right? Pause. Okay, we're going to do this 3 months out. I know it's January, but we're going to wait to April to hear this case. Huh? What? April. You gonna wait till April? Whew, okay. We wait. All for them to come back and say what? What they did was wrong, illegal, unconstitutional. Put it back on the bank account and take everybody else off. Why I had to go through all that for a year just to get that result?
Now, somebody gonna have to verify this for me that she got put back on the bank account because I do know it was a time, and this is when I'm just kind of throwing this out there. This is when the tables turned for her, and make sure y'all can hear me. This is when the table turned for her and her co-defendant Keith Freeman. Now, I remember, I don't know who this lady was. It was her assistant, somebody, but shortly after this, she disappeared. Basically, it was like American Express card that Tiffany had got. And the trustees were trying to figure out what accounts was open and what was closed. And they ended up disclosing that it was American Express card. And I think I can remember Kiana like, what? We don't have an American Express card. And from there, Tiffany tried to gaslight a little bit. And then that lady disappeared. And that's when Kiana and Keith Freeman were going back and forth, and Keith Freeman was disrespectful. Oh, I got photogenic memory. Oh my God, I wish I had the receipts. He was disrespectful and talked about her stuttering because and that she should have gave him the opportunity to find this information because she knew what she was going to ask. Oh, do y'all remember that? Ooh, let's keep listening. I'm glad I played this for y'all because this is cap. This is cap.
In the end, when that was the result in the beginning, because we'd proven our case. That's what I went through, guys. 2 years. 2 years straight. Now, I'm victorious again. This is what your Supermayor dealing with. Now, guess what came next? The smear campaign. Because the next year, 2022, is how you know you let God handle everything. I tell y'all that, I mean it. Let him handle everything in your life, all your battles, all your things when you're in your moments and you think, oh God, what am I gonna do next? Let God be God. 2022, Frank Zuccarelli passes away. Township. They're fighting over who they're going to appoint for supervisor at that point, right? They don't get along. Them board members, they fight with one another. They don't want this person, that person. All that go on for a while. What was it? 2 months? How many months? 2 months. Now, this before I got involved in any of it. 2 months, it happens. And then they wait to the last day where they head to the last hours, where they had to appoint the supervisor, right? Reminding you, several people went up on that table. When I say several. Even Napoleon, even Stan, everybody that you could think of, they called that name out. They made a motion, couldn't get a second. Made a motion, got a second, couldn't get the votes. Every time. Now, I'm in the room, right? I'm the mayor of Dalton, so I'm in the room. Because you always want to be in the room, because I'm coming to beg whoever it was that they was going to choose to help Dalton. I always go begging for Dalton. That's how I get a lot of things, because I'm always in the room. So when I'm there, Anthony keep failing. They keep going back and forth, and then they go to closed session. As they're in closed session, they still arguing. They come back out. They motion somebody else up. They second it. Nothing happens. Okay. Go back into closed session. This is what we watching. We on the outside. Like
now, this sounds like a little bit of the truth for what we saw going on in Thornton Town with Thornton Lansing. I do apologize. Remade the video and highlight what happened. But I'm just gonna listen.
How y'all watching us here? Everybody just sitting waiting, and they still fighting over who it should be. After that, they come out. Next thing I know, your girl name get called on the table. How much Tiffany?
Now, right here is something missing. This is where I'm gonna say something missing, and the residents need to fill this in. This is where people feel away against Gonzalez, Gerald Jones, allegedly. So I'm just this is alleged, because you know I just ran down the mad, but this allegedly. You think in the midst of those two breaks, Tiffany snuck herself down there, talked to Gerald Jones and possibly Gonzalez, and said some stuff. You know what I'm saying? And everybody tired. She knew to this. They delusional. I'm making an excuse. That's what I'm gonna just say. I something is missing. I'm gonna tell you. I'm very keen when something is. They just chose me. They just chose me. Okay, let's play this, and then we let that comment ride out. Oh my God, look at her face. The lies.
Yeah. Oh snap! I got emotion. We're cooking with gas. I get a second. Okay. So they get a motion in a second. Call the roll. Such and such person. Such and such I. Such and such.
Beautiful. Smith, let me tell you what we do here. What we do here is we tell the truth. Either it's the person telling the truth, not telling the truth. We don't care where it's coming from. Now, that particular story where she was kind of giving the summary of what happened that night in Thornton Township, it pretty much was similar to what Lansing had put out there. So just woosah. We're very open-minded here. Even if you with Tiffany or not Tiffany, just relax. Okay? Because that part is the only thing I said that was sound about true. Okay, you just gotta listen, breathe, and just go with the vibe. Okay, welcome to the Levi family.
I got two. I need one more. Now remind you, it was right before midnight, 5 minutes before midnight. The third person, which I think was it Jerry? Who's the third person? Joyce Washington. Rest her soul. She said, the crowd go crazy. It's like mixed feelings, like, and then, oh my God, it's Tiffany. Oh my God, what am I doing? It was just up and down type of emotions, right?
And I just started talking, and I just read what she said. She was like, we don't want to have to do with you or Tiffany. Miss Smith, you shouldn't be so wicked on the Sabbath, okay? If you don't want to have nothing to do with me, you shouldn't be here, okay? I love you. You're welcome to stay, but you need to have some self-control. This is what I talk about. The wickedness that's going on through Dalton. And it came through the residents. This is how you guys interact. You can't even have a non-biased conversation to listen to everybody without somebody acting like a fool. So please, I had just kind of read the rest when you said me and her. Get it together and be respectful. I'm not going to block you.
So I became the first female, youngest African-American supervisor of the largest township in the state of Illinois. Ooh, people mad now. Oh, I got more enemies now. Oh, God, what have you done, right? That's what you're thinking. But at the same time, God blessed me while I was going through what I just broke down to you. I was going through all that mess. And he blessed me. He enlarged my territory. As they say, well, God will make your enemies your footstool. That's exactly what happened for me. Not knowing I was going to get all these other powerful enemies, right? Because that's what happened. So now Everybody want to control you because now you got the big seat. Frank Zuccarelli was in that seat for over 30 years. I ain't hear y'all say a word, a peep, or nothing to that man. Attack him as it relates to go after his seat. I ain't see y'all do none of that. But when the sister get the seat, because that's what the problem people got. When a black, young, vibrant person gets the seat, everybody got a problem because y'all want to control her. I am not to be controlled. Y'all should.
We got 10 more minutes of this, but let's just clarify this because I'm going to, counteract what she's saying, especially when she's not telling the truth. It's not that no saw you as a black lady, things like that. And we already read an article about some of the benefits that Zuccarelli got and possibly passed to her. Some of the things that maybe the community wasn't comfortable with, but they didn't get into an uproar so much until you came in because you was just rocking out with your out. That's basically it. No respect, doing everything, not making the trustees aware. You even made people on your side for you not trust you because you was just so wow. That's what actually happened. I'm surprised there's no bankruptcy in Tiffany Henyard's history because of the way she conducts herself financially. It's her financial upbringing, perspective, and how she handled things. Her amazing business ethics. So I don't want her to lie. She won't lie. Not today. And we're still waiting for the receipts. I don't think we'll be doing this again until I see some damn receipts because, baby, if I wasn't here having fun right now, counteracting everything she was saying, I'll be a little pissed because I don't see any receipts here, but we're going to keep on going.
To know that and see that and feel that. I ran to lead and not follow. I just told y'all I followed for what? 8 years. 8 years I followed as a trustee. That's what it is. You're learning the job and you're learning how to be a better trustee. So that's why I did 2 terms. And then I wanted to lead after that. So it's the same concept. I ran to be the head, not the tail. So once I got that seat and I got more enemies and all these people mad because now they want to tell me what to do. I did all the branches. I reached out to several people saying, hey guys, I'm the new supervisor. I would like to sit down with you. I'm number 1 on the ballot here. Instead of saying mayor, supervisor, you just saying super mayor. So it's the supervisor for soup and it's mayor for Mayor Dalton. And that's how we came up with it. So you understand the terminology behind what that means. As I come to a close, you see, I got so much to say. I can keep going.
I know you talk so much that your mouth get dry, girl.
As I get ready to come to a close, I just wanted you to know the steps of my life from 2013, 2017, 2021, and then 2022. Now, the thing that's up now is re-election. Right now, I have re-election for the village of Dalton. I am number 1 on the ballot here. I am running for mayor again, of course. And again, I am the people's mayor. So that is up now. The other thing that I am fighting for and against is the caucus. And I just hint on that for those that don't kind of understand what that is. The caucus is how people get to choose to select someone to run for supervisor, trustees, clerk, highway commission, and also assessor. All those things you would have had picked or chosen someone at the caucus. Unfortunately, Napoleon, he did a dictatorship move on that day and did not allow anyone to nominate anyone in the building for the caucus.
I ain't gonna talk about it because y'all gonna be mad at me. We'll leave that for next week, but let's let her talk.
That was December 3rd. You know, for those that don't know, y'all know I'm a fighter, so I don't have to keep saying that. I went and filed a lawsuit against the illegal actions of the caucus.
Illegal. Okay, so y'all know next week we're gonna update. We're gonna follow back on this to remind y'all that this thing is still out. I'm hoping that we could get an update on if Napoleon or Dots did a reply, so Let's keep our eye out on this. Let's see what she got to say.
So far, I have been victorious. I've won. We had court about 2-3 days ago, and that was for the caucus, but it relates to service. Napoleon and his dot team has been dodging service. They've been running from the sheriff, so they didn't want to get served.
So that's what we ain't hearing nothing. I'm shutting up. Let's listen.
We went to court just so people will know, and it's something else that people will learn from me. Did you guys know you can do service through email, social media, Facebook, Instagram? Did y'all know that? That you could serve somebody through that? You can. So the judge granted me that.
I'm going to look up that law. They were pulling the Henyard on Henyard. Oh, wow. Look, I'm going to look up that law about social media, service. But I do know you can do it through email, because when I was reading up on a service, when I was looking at Nate case, it was, I emphasized, make sure you serve everybody. And email was one of them.
Service through email. So we're doing that now, and I go back to court Friday. For the Caucus case. So now he will be served. He can't run no more, because you got to understand what I just tell you. They try to buy down the clock. They just keep going and kicking the can down the road. You avoid service. Now you got an election come up. And our job is to make sure that it's done the right way and get the judge to throw everything out and redo the caucus. Or you can just put Tiffany Henyard on the ballot, because, I was in the building. I was the only one fighting against the person that was doing the wrong actions to the public. It was voter suppression at its worst. They did not allow people to come in. You had people outside chatting, let us in, let us vote, let us vote. We got it all on video. So I'm gonna start posting all that kind of stuff so you can see it, and you can be like, dang, this stuff really did happen. Unfortunately, the news was too busy in the building that they come outside to get the crowd, and all the people was out there. We came with busloads of people. We had over 500 people show up, and that's what I'm saying. My support is my support. My base is my base. And they knew once they let us in that building, he wasn't winning nothing. Because if he thought he could win, he would have let them people in, and he didn't. He was
told y'all done gave her something to talk about. Look at her talking shit.
All out there like this, huddled together. That's bad. Because at the end of the day, you still is a senator, right? You still got seats, and them people have to vote for you. So how dare you treat them that way because of a seat that you want to take, that you should have tried to take when Frank was here, but you didn't. So miss me with that. So that's what we're fighting over, or going back and forth over, just so you understand what the caucus is and how that works. And if you got questions about it, I always tell you, send it, type it, send a question, and go from there. To the people that follow me, if you don't like me or like what I say, I don't know why y'all follow me. I really don't. I don't know why y'all post things on my live that's really irrelevant.
Okay, the reason why today we're posting Henyard, because we need to figure out what's going on, what she's doing, and make the people aware of some of the things she's saying. I wanted to see if we're going to have some receipts. First, you want people to post you, then you don't want them to post you. Get it together, girl. You're a public official, and you will be post. You're just very controversial, a hot damn mess, and always causing some bullshit. That's why.
Relevant to what we're talking about. This is for people that strictly want to know a different narrative, want to hear a different side, so now they can decide on what they want to believe. This is nothing more than that, and especially when you don't live here. These people live out of state. Oh my God. They fly into our community, and it's hurtful because they really do. And they get up to the podium and say, with pride, I'm from Washington, I'm from Arizona, I'm from whatever. Why? Okay, why are you here? You don't have a stake in this game as relates to our village. You don't have a house here, a loved one here. So your opinion should be to where you stay. Go to Washington to their board meetings. Go to Arizona to their board meetings. But you're here.
Because we're here. Well, I'm going to be honest. In Atlanta, they out here in Clayton County turned the hell up. So it's actually a lot of boys that's going through this. But your ass, when you came out in that all black outfit, okay, with the dog, You caught national attention, and we've been on your ass like kryptonite. So we know things are going on, and we are aware, and we are on what's going on in our town. Shout out to Atlanta. Y'all, I'm be posting some stuff up there, dog. But with that goes to say, take a whole glass of shut the hell up. You caused this on yourself, young lady.
In Illinois, I don't understand.
Yeah.
So that's what I want to say about that.
Drink your water.
I think I covered the power struggle as it relates to my board and me, how it started, how we got to where we are. So I'm glad I was able to clear that up. The last thing that I'm going to talk about before I end this live is the threats. What day was that? I think Monday. Monday, we had a board meeting here.
So I guess this is the to be continued to what we showed you the other day, what happened with Jedediah. So let's listen to what she has to say.
In our village of Dalton, I sent out a letter saying that I'm canceling the meeting due to the threats that we received. Believe it or not, my police department called me first, and they told me, Mayor, we think you should cancel the meeting because of threats that we have.
What threats?
Later on, I know that I did, and I know they did, contacted everybody, state's attorney, the FBI, everybody. Even residents contacted the FBI, which I thank you guys for that. Thank you, residents.
And non-residents did so too. I heard it was some YouTube creators up there doing some wild shit. But really, I have to say this, their response to allegedly investigating Jedediah is very weird. That's fast as hell. But she was already, her stuff was brought to the grand jury. What do we have going on? What? I told you this is a backwards world. Y'all better be ready. We living in last days. I'm telling you, let this Hebrew sister. It doesn't make no sense. Now we saw everything that has been happening with her over these last 3 years. How do you move faster on Jedediah than you move on her? And then, no disrespect, because I have nothing against no content creator. Y'all know I'm just talking, and it's not defending Jed. It's not defending nobody. But real is real. I keep telling people, call the FBI on Tiffany. Find out what's going on with the investigation. Call and find out what's happening at the grand jury. And it seems like nobody do. But everybody's so concerned about the resident, but then you're going to do it on Jedediah. I'm just confused. See, and that's why I stay in the cut to myself. This is hard. It's hard out here for a pimp in this backward ass world. But let's keep playing. Let's keep playing this.
For contacting other people because of the threats that you guys see or saw on social media. Social media bullying is real, guys. I am dealing with it. I am going through it. And it's a shame that people bully you behind a keyboard, it's sad. When they put the threats up, people have reported them, and when they reported them, that's what led the police department to say we should cancel the meeting. Once they sent the letter out, I wrote my letter advising my residents of Dalton, don't go to that meeting because it's not safe. And my job is to protect everybody, the whole community.
And it's weird. I got to, because she gaslighting. It's not safe, but it's only your people who become very, well, let me stop. Because I be getting on y'all in Dalton politics, yelling and stuff. I told y'all about that, but I'm going to talk about her people because her people be on some goon time. Like, even Darlene was the lady with the red hair. She was a beast that day when she came. She was yelling in the back, screaming. That's when everybody ran up on Mr. Roberts, ran in his face. I remember that. All her people, because they didn't like the ad hominem he used or whatever they said he made him feel away, compare her to an animal, which, shut up. You know, I've been refraining myself from using that B word. She makes it very easy to, you know, compare her to that. But she just be gaslighting because those people around her is aggressive. Even DeMarcus, like, the white coat doesn't make you heavenly. You ran up in Mr. Roberts' face. Hunk, also known as Catch a Dog Smith, ran up in Mr. Roberts' face. Keith Price is just a whole bully. At the end of the day, you know what you do, Keith Price. You see what I'm saying? So I don't even understand what is she talking about. Like, she can't even. honestly, y'all, she can't. She cannot do this right here. She can't.
Even the stupid people that show up to do dumb stuff, protect you too, because you got a mom, a dad that really care about you. So I advise you just stay where you are.
Ooh.
So basically, once I
that was shots fired, I'm gonna shut up.
did that, the wannabe mayor still said they're having a meeting. That person then said there's no threats. How you know there's no threats? We sent y'all the letter too. We told everybody, the trustees, we told everybody of these threats. But
why you just send a letter and talk about its threats? Did you show everybody the threats? Did you show the proof? Talking about how did you? We sent the letter. What's the proof? What was the proof? Did you clip the video that the person threatened you? Did you get a letter? This is what's missing from what she's saying, y'all. The bullshit.
Yeah, everybody want to play like it's no threats. So I advise you this, residents. You shouldn't believe in people that don't believe in public safety. Public safety is number one for me, hands down. Like I tell everybody, I'm a mom first. I understand titles. I tell other people, y'all title holders. That's nothing when you ain't doing the work. You're holding a title. You're not producing products. Y'all can't do nothing but lip box, but I am showing work. And that's why I would say my work speaks for itself. So when that person said that it was no threat to the community, it concerned me for my residents of Dalton, because I don't want nobody to walk into the fire or trap or anything not knowing. And that's why I put mine out. But knowing and seeing is believing, but you have to take heed to that, because nowadays people are crazy. When that threat happened,
so please stop. First and foremost, it was a peaceful protest that was going to be recorded because there was so many people that was inside a building. Let's clarify, because I'm with you on that, Norm. You actually heard the lawyer that clarified that there was no credible threat. So he had to evaluate the situation and that stupid letter with no proof that it wasn't no credible threat.
Y'all know what happened after that? Because everybody said there wasn't no threat. Right? Anybody in here know what happened after that?
Yep.
They came to my house.
Yep. Got protested.
They went to my mama's house.
Yep.
But wasn't no threat though, y'all. Wasn't no threat. That's what they said. Wasn't no threat.
And it's not, because I showed you just one, her predecessor, Lori Lightfoot house getting protested. Okay. I just showed that one clip, but when I go Google elected official protest, I could do a whole 2-hour video on it at their house, because this is normal. Even Fannie Willis here, when she became DEA, because everybody knew she was crooked as all hell and dealing with the YSL, allegedly, they protest her home. They talked about it extensively in the case. So she thinks she's so special, like these things are not supposed to happen to her.
Yeah, they were disrespectful to my parents, my baby. Y'all know my child's 5. I keep telling y'all, single mom. But all these threats happen. So if it wasn't no threat, none of this stuff should be happening. That's happening.
And I will clarify this just to add, because I always got an example. The same thing happened to Fannie Willis. Her father was in the house living with her. He testified that when Fannie Willis moved out the house because she was so afraid and was with her little boyfriend, you got trouble for that he stayed at that house. So he was subjected to that too. So she needs to stop. I want everybody safe, but she needs to stop gaslighting, because you're not the first and you're not going to be the last, especially when you're allegedly corrupted.
But the news didn't tell y'all that. The news didn't play that. It's all on social media. You can see it, view it. But this is why I tell you to always be safe and stop listening to people that's trying to do things for a campaign. Because that wasn't nothing but a campaign type of rally, electioneering at its best. That's all that meeting was. Our job is to govern. Our job is to show up and do our job, vote for our stuff, and go home. Because if you believe that you can win, you will do that on your own dime as it relates to whatever you want to tell the community. Right then and there, it's a show. If you pay attention to people that get up to the podium, all they talk about is Tiffany Henyard. And it hurts my heart, because y'all know I'm a person too, right? Y'all know that it has to stop. You're supposed to talk about the streets, the alleys.
They do.
The sidewalks, the trees.
They do. They talk about all this, and then you put your head down. They even talk about Fania, Alexis, the other lady who house got ran into, and then y'all tried to bring charges against her again after she already won the case, and your head be down. So stop. You see them Betty Boo eyes? Don't fall for the shit. Don't fall for it.
Stuff that matters, stuff that governs our time. But you're not doing that. You're talking about mess and you're talking about hate, and I don't like that.
You the mess.
So my job is to keep showing up, keep doing my job, and keep showing the love for my community, but protecting my community. I just want you to understand that after that threat happened, I went to the courthouse. I went to the courthouse.
And now she's going to talk about Jedediah allegedly recording her. She's not going to say his name, but that's what she's talking about. I just want to clarify something because what she said was defamation towards Clean House 2025. Y'all know I'm not for nobody, against nobody, but Clean House 2025 have nothing to do with that protest outside her house. They did not say Jedediah to do that. And the other residents that were out there. So let's clarify that it was nothing political. And if it was political, it was the people being politically driven to let other people know that you live there, you in trouble, we don't like you, and you ain't show up for your job. Because that's what really happened. You should have just stayed in the kitchen. Who gonna hit you? Who gonna do something to you or your people? And everybody's recording every damn meeting. Stop it. Like you say, stop it. No, you really stop it. Stop.
The next day when I went to the courthouse, I was thankful for the FBI reaching out about the threats as it relates to whoever reported it to them. So I thank you for that. And just telling them to basically take all this stuff serious, right? Because everybody just act like I'm just saying things. I don't have to lie about threats. People get mad because I don't show you the threat. For what? Why? Went to the courthouse. When we went to the courthouse, the same food in the courthouse doing the same thing. So now you get the sheriffs and them come and get the food and tell them, you can't do that. You shouldn't be doing that. We walking out of the library, the food literally trying to put on his belt, but got his phone up filming me. If that ain't a threat, I don't know what to tell you. Why are you looking for me? We're in the courthouse. And you just got there, so someone had to call you to tell you to come there. And this is what I keep telling y'all. You're supposed to protect y'all, mayor. Y'all supposed to sit back and watch nutball stuff like this go on as it relates to people being stupid over clicks and views, over want to be popular. Like, stop, guys. This is people's lives y'all playing with. So I just want y'all to understand what is going on. Went before the judge. Of course, the judge said continuance until, like I just told y'all about this game, right? Somebody, you were in there about a threat. You were in there about somebody threatening you, claiming they're going to harm you, right? And he continued until January 28th, I believe. This is what I'm dealing with.
Why? Why did he continue it? And did you get your emergency restraining order? Now, I was looking for that clip, y'all, and I can't find it, but y'all can flash back to what Jedediah said. Y'all can see what happened inside the courthouse, and he recorded him, and he recorded them. He has the legal right to do that. She is also a public official. I don't know what she thinks, that no one is going to record her or want to record her. But as she even highlight, they have another court date for false allegations, because if it was really good and you're a mayor and you stated, according to Jedediah, and that this man is a repeat offender of being in this position, and the judge did take it under consideration and did not give you an emergency order. That says a lot. You just lied on him before, girl. I wish I get the transcript. The judge probably like, I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this
type of things. But yet y'all don't see this, and I don't talk about it. I just move on with my life and keep going. But all these things are happening because I won't do what they want. I won't hire who they want. I won't give out contracts. I won't do all these things because I am committed to the people.
You did give out contracts.
I'm committed to growth. I'm committed to, hey, I ran the lead. I didn't run to be nobody's puppet. But yet, everybody on the other side, I keep telling you, they are puppets, and the puppet masters is, I always told you, Napoleon, and Thaddeus. Those are the puppet masters, along with the lawyers. I told y'all this over and over again. So until you see it for what it is, stay tuned. Because it's a lot of corruption going on, and it ain't your mayor. It's a lot of theft going on, and it ain't your mayor. It's the people that's pointing the fingers. Them the ones you should be paying attention to. Them the ones you should be checking. Ain't never been corrupt, and I ain't never been a thief, ever. I don't rock like that on.
That didn't say that in that police mugshot. You and your boyfriend was doing something, but I'm gonna just shut up. Allegedly,
Play like that. So y'all need to stop and please put some respect on my name, because I am boots on the ground. I am in the fire. I am walking it like I talk it. I am doing those things for community because I care. I don't got time for the drama. I just want to see my community better. I just want the Black and brown communities to see their worth and stop allowing people to just give you crumbs. I want better for us. I want better for Thornton Township. I do.
Yeah, we made it.
And we have to start by starting.
We made
but
it.
It starts with you, residents. You have to care.
Hurry up.
So please come out and vote.
Okay, we made it, y'all. We made it. The whole 58 minutes, and I didn't blow a top. I ain't call her TC8, you know, because sometimes it get like that. Let me just put our favorite girl on the screen real quick. Now, I wanted to give her the opportunity. And again, what we saw today was what we see all the time. This is all I wanted to see, for real. I wanted to see it. I figured that it was getting time. We got 4 more months. She about to show up and show out and say, fuck it. I'm about to unleash Jedediah acting up. Fuck it. And here we go. A whole lot of cat. A whole lot of cat, a whole lot of BS. But what I will say is that I'm grateful for being able to do this, because that just showed me that I have photogenic memory. Thank you, Norm, for signing off on some of the things that I was filling in for her, because she's a whole damn lie. And I feel so good being part of the Dalton family, being a Roger, because I'm the one that's helping. Because at the end of the day, she just lied. So if there's any other video y'all want me to depict for y'all and fill in the blanks, I'm here for it. I will see you guys tomorrow. Little nasty lips, right? We're going to be doing a deep dive on everything that has happened over this week. And then we're going to have one focus topic at the end. You already know what we do here. But until then, let's put our best friend on a damn screen and remind her why people don't like her, because this is her.
Leader, they want to hear from the mayor. If y'all ain't learned that yet, the mayor, not the trustees that don't do nothing, that only run their mouth. Y'all don't do no work. Y'all forget I am the leader.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around. With your broke ass.
Every election. So now, because they can't beat me, they got to do this smear campaign to convince public opinion that I'm bad for them.
So you said 2 elections. You were first elected in 2021?
No, 2013 was my first election for trustee. I was a trustee. I sat where they are.
Right.
That's why I know the law.
Council.
Yes.
Elected mayor 2021.
Yes.
Terms 4 years?
Yes.
Okay. Plans to run for re-election?
I'm running for both my seats. And I'm going to win them.
So, and when is the election for Thornton Township?
2025.
So those elections at the same time?
They are.
Bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit. A bullshit.
Let's go out with a bang, y'all.
Why are you detaining me? You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job because you are detaining me for nothing. You about to lose your job. You about to lose your job. Get this dance. You about to lose your job.